All right, just to show how overvalued gold is compared to other resources that are massively being depleted, gold just keeps accumulating in stockpiles. This is the sixth period of the periodic table, and I've researched the price of all of the metals on the sixth period and converted them all to kilograms because that's what most of those are priced in. So you got hafnium that's worth about $3,000 a kilogram. I think the cheapest one on here is obviously lead, and tungsten's not far from that. But lead and tungsten are very abundant. I'll get to that in a second, compared to bismuth. So I also researched how much we mine of each of these metals, or in the case of polonium, it's actually produced in a nuclear reactor. For the rest of them, it's mining. And how much the value of our production every year would be. And for gold, it's about $174 billion. So about the US GDP right now as I speak is $20 trillion, right? Obviously, a lot of it is in fake paper, and that's why we can claim to have a GDP that's worth 3 times more than all the gold that's ever been mined, right? That's a fiction, right? But that's another story for another time. But take a look at bismuth, $103 million, right? A typical millionaire could buy a sizable amount of all the bismuth we ever produce and quickly drive the price up to the moon. The only ones that have a lower amount produced per year, well, we have rhenium, which is a very specialized metal, I believe used in electrodes for various, although platinum and iridium make better electrodes. And we got mercury. I think I don't need to explain how uses of mercury are being phased out. And thallium. Thallium is actually used as an alloy with mercury to use in even lower temperature thermometers. Mercury and thallium form an alloy that has a melting point that's even lower than mercury itself. Polonium is obviously used in nuclear energy and nuclear bombs, and it was used as a poison to assassinate a Russian spy. Now what's really interesting is most of the polonium that we have, it's also used in consumer applications in anti-static brushes, very tiny amounts in a very controlled way, obviously. But most of that is actually produced in Russia. And I like how Mary Curie had the foresight to name it polonium, so now we can laugh at Russia, right? Imagine being so angry at somebody, but then having to produce something they invented in order to support your economy, right? $4.9 trillion worth of the Russian economy. Anyways,